Wait, Ben, Bryn.
Ben Bryn.
Where's the area?
When you were going to sit on the shelf thing,
So
aren't
if I sit here,
you? Just sit on the shelf thing and let me see if it's
just get the angles.
perfect. It's a perfect angle. Okay, so swim into the area then, Ben. You've got to sit on the thing. Okay, this is Benjamin Corbett from Tipton in the UK.
Hello.
And he's here in sunny Arizona. Today is August the 28th, 2011. And this is an update and a follow-up on an interview that was conducted in 2002. So, Mr. Corbett, how are you today?
I'm feeling good.
And what are your plans for today?
Swim, lunch, film.
Swim, lunch, film. Are you a movie aficionado?
A bit.
What's your favourite film of all time?
Rise of the Foot Soldier.
And why is that?
A lot of in-depth storyline, good acting, good action.
Okay.
My cup of tea.
I believe that you've been involved in the film world yourself. Can you tell me a little bit about your acting roles?
On YouTube, we have a channel called The Average Free. We like to make short movie films.
Check it out, subscribe.
Yeah. Check it
Yes.
out. We like to take time when filming and when writing what we do. And that's one of the hardest things about The Average Free is coming up with ideas and then, if we do, putting it all together. But apart from that, filming, acting and editing is rather easy and fun.
Do you see a future in acting?
Possibly, there's a possible future in acting or a possible future in photography, still yet to decide.
Okay, thank you. We'll come back to you in a few minutes. We've got another guest here. This is Mr. Michael Aloysius Dodd. And Michael lives in Staffordshire in the UK.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you today?
Not too bad. I'm pretty sweet. It's probably pretty damn refreshing, to be honest. It's feeling good.
Okay, so tell me, I believe that you bang on some drums,
I do.
you twang some strings, and you batter some keys. Tell me about your musical influences.
I don't really have specific influences. I like to create my own music. I don't like to copy. I'm a creator. I'm a visionary. I'm a scholar. Yes, that's probably about it.
Creator, visionary, scholar. Well, I'm honoured to have you in my pool.
It's an honour for you to have me.
Do you like to compose on the guitar, on the keyboard? Do you do any drum symphonies?
I don't really compose on instruments. When I compose on the computers. I use technology. I use softwares to make music. I don't necessarily record acoustic instruments.
Thank you. Okay, let's bring back our original guest, Mr. Benjamin Corbett. Hello, welcome back.
It's a pleasure.
Now, I believe that you, throughout your life, have had some interest in the paranormal.
Always had an interest in the paranormal, yes.
I'd be curious to know, what's the most astounding paranormal event that you've been party to?
Paranormal event I've been a part of.
That you've been involved with, or investigated?
I can't say I've investigated much things, but seeing something new on its own was strange, but I always like to see if there's a logical explanation, and there was one, so cancelled that out. But seeing a 7-foot dark figure in a doorway when I was half asleep was something that really creeped me out, and it still does creep me out when I think about it.
Were you harmed in any way?
I wasn't. It was one of those moments where you can wake up and fall back to sleep straight away. But
Do you think if you hadn't woken up you would have been harmed by the apparition?
I don't think so. I wasn't harmed when I was awake. I wasn't harmed when I was asleep. I just think it wanted to make its presence known.
Do you think there is such a thing as a friendly ghost?
I believe there's different kind of presences, whether it's friendly or harmful. Depends which presence it is.
Thank you. Let's have our second guest back. Hello.
Hello.
Now, my question for you at the moment is to do with beverages. What kind of beverages do you enjoy these days?
Cola.
You like regular Coke?
Regular cola.
Is it Coke, Cola, or Pepsi?
Coke. I don't mind Pepsi. I'd much rather have a can of Coke, but
Can you explain to me the differences between the two?
I believe Pepsi to be a child's drink. Coca-Cola is a man's drink. Pepsi is what you drink at Wacky Warehouse.
Wacky Warehouse? Is that where they have the Wacky Backy at the Wacky Warehouse?
The Wacky Warehouse. Never heard of that before.
The Wacky Backy?
Not at the Wacky Warehouse. Everyone's under 2 foot, so
Are they all midgets?
dwarves, actually.
Dwarves? Tiny people? Is there any questions that you'd like to ask me?
No.
Okay. Let's have our original guest back there. Or you can both be there together. Yeah, let's have you both there together at the same time. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. I believe you two are distant relatives.
Yeah.
How did you meet each other?
When we was 5 is what I remember. I remember some little chairs in their house, little coppice logs. One was green, one was orange.
I remember that.
Yeah. Tell me the highlights and the lowlights.
I'd say one of the high moments was having family around for Christmas together. That was pretty awesome.
I remember that. What about when the hamsters died?
Which hamsters?
You had some hamsters that died, didn't you?
I had hamsters that died.
Was it through neglect?
I had one hamster that died, and that was Rocky.
Rocky the hamster.
Yep.
Was he named after Rocky the film?
Because he used to grab onto the cage as he was punching it.
Yes. Would you like
We-
to ask a question?
We had guinea pigs that died, if that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah. What's the difference between a guinea pig and a hamster?
Size, different breed.
How are they different?
I don't
Genetically,
really
if you go into the level of the DNA, how would you describe the differences?
know. I'm not a biologist. They were called Maisie and Wiggy.
Maisie and Wiggy, and they used to make some unearthly noises.
Oh yeah.
Was it terrifying?
Unfortunately, they passed away at one of our friends' houses. And also, I had a mouse called Fudge. Also died at the same friend's house.
Is there a connection there at all?
I don't know.
Is it
Probably not.
a friend?
Family friend.
Death? The friend? Some kind of connection there, isn't there? Did you ever sue the friend? For, no.
No. They're our friends.
I see. So, you're here for another few days. what do you plan to do in the next 3 or 4 days?
Tombstone, Wet and Wild.
Although we did that already.
Yep.
What was so special about Wet and Wild?
It was Wet and Wild.
And what's so special about Tombstone?
It's got a lot of history. For me personally, a lot of paranormal activity. And most of all, I just like knowing that a lot of historical events have happened there and I'm there myself.
Well, I think we can conclude the interview for today, August the 28th, and we're going to say cheerio from Phoenix, Arizona. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's a little bit warm. There's the sky. There's the palm trees. There's the kids in the pool. There's the floating things in the pool. And there's the noodles. So, au revoir from Phoenix, Arizona. Let me see you, let me get a film of you swimming across the pool and then we'll fade to black. Like the Little Mermaids in it. Look at them. Thank you all.